One time, Johnny was hitting me, and he was hitting me hard and repeatedly, and I was screaming.
No, I didn't. What the are you talking about? And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you,
and
by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you have a closed fist.
You get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not deck you. I was hitting you.
Up until now, there have been all sorts of tabloid reports about acrimony between these two. Can anybody prove that this happened? I think this is the issue. This is truly where, it comes down to brass tacks.
We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Did something happen to you? I don't think so.
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you crazy. Which crazy? Oh, you're crazy. Are you crazy?
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
Oh, you got this. You got this going?
Just started it.
Oh, really? Really?
A lot of drug use that she claims Johnny Depp had taken, and she captured photographs one morning of what she said had been an all-night drug binge by Johnny Depp, and that he had taken paint and blood and written messages all over the house. This is the stuff that Amber recorded over the years and photographed and cataloged.
It appears that he is happy to be painted as somebody who regularly takes drugs. He told the court, almost the very first thing he said was, I was taking every kind of drug known to mankind by the age of 14. So he obviously doesn't care if people know that he's taken lots of drugs. But the thing that really seems to have got under his skin is this accusation that while drunk, he is physically abusive. He utterly and totally denies that. And he says that he's a Southern gentleman. He was brought up never to hit a woman. He would never lay a finger on anyone, not Amber Heard, not anybody else, and that he cannot live with this description of him.
He was about to push my sister down the stairs. She was attempting to break us up. I am protective over my baby sister. When he laid hands on her, I don't know what I did, but I know I jumped in between the actions that I saw could lead to a fatal injury to my sister. She was standing on the top of a flight of the stairs, and she has never hurt anyone in her life, and she does not deserve to be pushed down the flight of stairs.
The sister, Whitney, says that she was standing at the top of a staircase and that Johnny was at the bottom of the staircase. And then on the outside of Whitney was Amber. So Whitney was in between Amber and Johnny. And this is what Whitney writes about it. She said, when he got to the top of the stairs, he was pulling me backwards so he could get to Amber. I remember being scared because I was worried that I would fall backwards and fall down the stairs. Johnny reached out to shove me out of the way, to lunge at Amber, and instead struck me, hitting me in the arm. Amber suddenly lurched forward and hit him and said, don't hit my sister. I didn't see exactly how Amber hit him, but it didn't seem especially hard, just enough for him to lose momentum. She was just trying to protect me, is what Whitney says. We're not trying to determine anything between Amber and Johnny Depp here. We are trying to determine if the Sun newspaper defamed him when they called him a wife beater, right? So if it's determined in this courtroom that they both were aggressive towards each other, that maybe they both swung or punched or grabbed hair or threw bottles, it still makes Johnny Depp guilty of hurting his wife, beating his wife. I think that sometimes gets lost in all of this. We're all waiting for the outcome. Who's the guilty party? And it's not about that. It's about whether the Sun said something true or said something false. Did he do that? They didn't say that about Amber. It wasn't about Amber. It was about Johnny. So I think that sometimes can get lost in all this.
What a case, what a trial. And on the stand today, Amber Heard's sister, and some fascinating moments and stuff that you're only going to get in a trial like this. Let me bring in my colleagues here at Court TV anchors joining us, Julie Grant and Ted Rollins. Great to have you with me. Unbelievable case, right? So today, Amber's sister is testifying, and the defense is trying to attack her credibility because she was asked whether or not her sister had ever beaten her up before, right? And she denied it. She said, no, she's never hit me. Well, then they played this video, and I want to watch this video with you two right now. This is apparently from some reality show back in like 2006, 2007. So it's kind of shot like a reality show, but it's Amber Heard's sister with a bunch of women, of course, in bikinis, hanging around by a pool, talking about Amber and her sister. Let's watch this.
You do it.
I don't want to be killed.
Did you get in a fight or something?
Oh, thank you. Got into an altercation. I already talked about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I can't believe Amber beat your ass. I know you could beat her ass.
We're not going to talk about that.
Whitney, truth or dare. Okay, did you really start the fight with your sister or did she start? For real, for real, for real.
We're not going to talk about that.
She really did whoop your butt.
Oh, we're not talking about it.
Yeah, I'm done. I guess I'm done talking about it.
All right, it's reality show footage. Is it real, Julie? Do you think that she perjured herself on the stand by saying my sister never beat me up, yet we've got the proof here?
Isn't that the million-dollar question, Vinny? I'm thinking about this like, how did this come into evidence? I see a big authentication issue with this video. We don't know when exactly it was filmed or whether it was scripted, like most reality television is. So was this a plot? Was this created by producers?
Ted,
Did it even happen?
Wait. Ted, Julie just said that reality shows are scripted?
No.
They're not real?
You're lying, Julie. Better be.
I know, right?
Spent a good portion of my life watching those things.
I know. You got to love them.
Are you
right?
buying
I'm not
it, Julie?
You can't love them, but no, I'm really not buying it just because they were all so happy and they're giggling. She's smiling. I mean, if I'm the judge, I'm going to look at this and go, I don't know. They want this to be impeachment evidence. Of course, they want to show Whitney to be a liar, but I don't really think it does. I think it's just kind of silly.
I disagree
but
because
Ted, what if
the
Lisa
defense...
Vanderpump came in? What if Lisa Vanderpump came in and testified to it? Would you believe it then, Ted?
Yes, absolutely. It's all true. It better be. There is some truth here. The defense, Johnny Depp's legal team, basically says they received this yesterday, or I guess it was Wednesday night, maybe Thursday. They received this anonymously because somebody out there knew about this, and this was an outtake in the reality show. It didn't actually air. Why would they think there was something there if there wasn't something there? I actually believe that there was some sort of fight between the two. What I don't think is that it really matters, right? This is about Johnny Depp and whether or not Johnny Depp's a wife beater, not whether Amber Heard hit her sister. So I think there's some truth to it. I don't know that it really goes to the actual question that this judge needs to answer.
Well, I think where it does, and as we get to what I want to put up on the screen now, her other testimony, I think they're trying to just destroy her credibility so her other testimony isn't accepted by the judge. For instance, this is, again, Amber's sister testifying, saying that Johnny grabbed her by the hair with one hand, and I saw him punch her really hard with the other hand multiple times. Her eye was bruised and swollen. Her lip was busted open, and there was a chunk of her hair missing. Johnny grabbed her by the hair and was hitting her, and that he had hit her in the face with the phone. More, he had grabbed her by the hair, pulled her hair out, punched her, and headbutted her, and had almost suffocated her on the bed. So if the judge believes that, it's game over. That is basically behavior, Julie, that a wife beater would engage in, right? So
absolutely.
I think that's why they're trying to attack the credibility of Amber's sister. But, you know, so this testimony versus the reality show outtakes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that testimony is horrifying. You see that and you think to yourself, it's amazing that nobody died. And these two, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, most certainly both need counseling, because what I see here looking at this testimony is a domestic violence relationship that went both ways.
it's not always the case where there's just one aggressor or one batterer. There can be something called mutual combat. States, the one where I practice law, Pennsylvania, for instance, has a charge, a criminal charge for mutual combat. When police come to a house and they see both parties look like they've been bloodied and beat up and they're pointing the finger at one another, they both willingly engaged in that fighting. And that's what this seems to be, a case where they both were beating each other up repeatedly in horrific instances. Amazing nobody's dead. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. As Ted said, as Ashley Banfield said, as you said, Vinny, it doesn't matter if Amber Heard was violent because she's not the one with the issue here that needs to be proven. It's Johnny Depp's issue. The question is whether he was violent.
Well, here's the question, and I agree with you, but I don't know exactly how the term wife beater gets interpreted, right? When I think of the classic wife beater, right, you're wearing that classic shirt and you are completely dominating and beating the wife and she is not fighting back. If you have mutual fighting in a toxic relationship, do you think the judge still determines that that is a, quote, wife beater, or just someone who's in a toxic relationship and they fight back and forth, not so much that he is completely dominating her like the classic, and I don't want to say classic in a good way, I want to say is the cliche wife beater that we picture in our minds when we hear that word.
Yeah, well, I want to know, does anyone else think this is absolutely ridiculous that, that Johnny Depp would want this to be aired? To go, he's bringing this upon himself by going to court with this libel suit against the Sun. So you're kind of parsing it here. What is Johnny Depp and what did the Sun report? Is he a wife beater? Is he kind of just a crazy drug-induced alcoholic freak that was in a bad relationship? Whatever it is, what's the upside for Johnny Depp to do all this? It seems absolutely ridiculous for him to have brought all of this out, because I don't know, what's the judge going to say at the end of the day? Is it the wife beater? Is it a version of it? Who knows, but who cares? Why is this happening is my question.
I think that's the greatest question of all. And I guess we'll see. I don't know what justice is like over in the UK. Maybe it's different, or maybe he's just driving this litigation because he's hit the end of the road. I don't get it. But we've got a lot more to talk about tonight. Julie and Ted will be hanging with me this hour.